pickdogs.com. Here with Steve Monahan. We had a delay in our 4 o'clock show, so we say the show must go on. We just do it at 6 o'clock. We don't need to announce it. We don't need to have like a dog and pony show. If the notifications work on YouTube, which are about 20% of the time, then people will show up and watch it. If not, well, it's going to be a quick show. But anyways,
no
Steve,
emergency broadcast system flashing through TVs.
So how's it going, Steve?
Good. I just, my day job, and then I had my son's basketball game, and here I am. But they got smoked by 30. Franklin Lakes, New Jersey versus Oakland, New Jersey.
Can't win the trophy every day. So you got lots of football this weekend. No college, just the Army-Navy game. We got the Heisman Trophy presentation, and then we got NFL football. But we do have that bowl schedule as well, and we got whatever anyone really wants to talk about. We call it football free-for-all, but it's really anything free-for-all. Janoris Jenkins no longer a member of the Giants.
Well, we talked about that, did we not?
Yeah.
And but good riddance, though. You know what? He wouldn't. He tried to be the nice guy and admit to it, and then at the end of the day, he said, "You know what? That's my slang, and that's who I am." And the Giants said, "Bye-bye."
So Kareem Hunt punches a woman. Yeah, this is football. It's Team A versus Team B with the point spread. If you do have a question, it's written right on the screen. Pretty big. But Kareem Hunt, punches women, and Aroldis Chapman chokes women, and Addison Russell beats women. But these guys,
Who's the Pittsburgh Pirate pitcher that's going to go away for about the rest of his life for underage girls? Francisco something, or
we got, it's just, I don't know if this is if it's a little, I don't know if it's Mark Furman or Paula Dean or what we're talking here with this. Obviously, it's not okay,
Yeah,
but I think if he comes out with a statement of apology and just says, where I'm from, like Paula Dean did, basically. Does he get Paula Dean, or does he get the treatment that he has now? It's just such a tough call. It's in a league where choking a woman is 180-day suspension, or 50-game suspension.
Yeah.
Where what used to be a season-long suspension is now 4-game suspension, where what used to be a 4-game suspension is a season-long suspension. There's no real consistency here to any of this stuff. But
you think anybody will pick them up in the last couple weeks of the season? I think a team can if they want.
I absolutely think they will, and I got a few candidates that might be in line that generally deal with these type of guys. Number one is the New England Patriots, who have no problem picking up a Pro Bowler, no matter what kind of baggage they come with. Number two is the Rams, where he's been before, and he's been really good with those guys.
Yeah.
They're definitely in a do or die situation. There's a few places to go here. There really is a few places to go for him, and he is talented enough that he can overcome this. But it all starts with that apology and community service along with that. It's like you can't just say I'm sorry. You gotta be sorry. It's like you gotta prove it in this one.
Felipe Vasquez, thanks, Chris Ruffalo. Appreciate that. That's who I was thinking of. The guy, Pirate pitcher, who is definitely going to be. He's going to be joining the likes of Mel Hall in state prison.
Well, we got Montana at Weber State. I don't really know any of this FCS stuff, to be honest with you, enough to even venture a guess. But I know Montana is generally pretty good. But Weber State, obviously they're a home team here, so they must have done something right. But like I said, I don't know enough about this.
Neither do I.
To even give a pick.
I don't either. I'm not going to pretend even. So
I mean, this is how I end up with the puck dogs. This is because, it's like I don't know anything about it. And finally, people are like, "We'll just come on the show and give answers." And it turns out, that it's the Puck Dogs. It's a whole good thing, but it's like, I'm not gonna. I don't know FCS. I tell you, who knows FCS is Randy at pickdogs.com. If you go to our college football section, Randy has all those games covered. So if you guys want to check him out, he's got them all. James Madison, Northern Iowa, Montana State, Austin P. You name it, he's got it. He's covering it. Me, I don't know anything about any of that stuff. I'm still waiting for these college basketball lines for tomorrow to come out. I got my whole video board. This is just all dressed up. There's just half of it right there. All dressed up and nowhere to go. I haven't even done an Army-Navy video yet. I didn't feel like, it's like normally I try and get my videos out a couple days ahead of time, but I didn't even do an Army-Navy video. It's like, I know everybody is kind of like, oh my God, it's the Army-Navy game. And it's like, I just don't think there's that much interest out there. I mean, I did the morning show. We did our other football shows, whatever. No one's screaming Army-Navy at me. I mean, even like, normally it's like, even if we've done the game already, there's 6 people that come on. Yeah, you guys gonna do Army-Navy? It's like we already did it. Recap at the end of the show. No one has come on and said Army-Navy, right? Not one person. I haven't seen one Army-Navy. Someone out there. Come on.
But I tell you what, you and I talked a couple days ago. I was in on Army, but I'm switching to Navy. I just think Navy will cover this. They're the better team.
So how about the Jets last night? So this is the strategy, right? Let's go for it on 4th down, fairly early in the game. Let's do some real questionable decisions. Let's if we're behind in the game, right? And it's the obvious of obvious onside kick situations, but we don't absolutely have to do an onside kick at this point because we're only down by 2 scores. Let's just do the onside kick anyway. It's like, just how bad is this coach? And then it's 4th and like 3 or something, right? And damn well they're gonna bring everybody. They're gonna bring everybody. They're just gonna have a few of these guys. Smith is gonna be back there in man coverage, right? Pulling and grabbing and doing all the things that he does. I mean, what you're going to get here. And then what's going to happen is one of the guys is going to be about 600 pounds, running about a 4.2 40, straight up the middle at your quarterback, right? This is going to happen. So Gacy calls a play, and I'm going to guess he calls this one, throw up a prayer, because that's really what happened there, right? The guy comes straight up the middle, Darnold does one of these, the ball goes pretty much straight up in the air, and he's, by the time it even comes close, he's doing this, Please, somebody catch it that's not wearing a Ravens uniform.
I can't dispute the questionable calls there, Mitchell.
I just don't even understand the coaching. It doesn't even make any sense.
Coach Gates will be back with the Jets. I think he's pretty much cemented another year with the Jets.
Army-Navy total 40. I like the over in this one. It's weird because Army is a real deliberate, slow-paced offense. Navy is somewhat of a quicker-paced offense that rips off longer runs. I could see this one going over.
Yep, a lot of yards back and forth rushing. Bet the farm on that one.
Yeah, Team A versus Team B with the point spread. I'm just not even sure what more I can do to drive that point home. It's right here. It's right there. I could put it across my forehead. There. It's like, I don't know what to do anymore. But I did get these nifty Pick Dogs cards to write our picks on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're the wrong size, but it's okay because I only got 2,000 of them. So we're covered for about... So I was showing everybody this morning on the show. I was like, yeah, I have this. I'm like, well, here's how many I have of these. They're the wrong size, but I mean they're going to work. We'll make them work. Here's how many we have. All I have is these. All I have is these plus all those that you can see sitting on the counter. Here, I'll get them. Hang on a sec. Steve, keep everybody busy here.
Yeah.
I'll show everyone how many we have to work with.
So Army-Navy, once again, I, to your point, it's still a big game because it's the only game really in town.
So I don't have too many of these cards. It was the Black Friday special, man. I got carried away.
What do you have in the wrong size? About 2,000.
It's like 4x6, 5x8. It's like, I don't know.
That's right.
What the hell do I? It looks right to me, you know.
Write my text on something. Give me 1,000 4x6s.
That better make it 2,000. It's like if you, it's like, and then as you're checking out, an extra 1,000 is only $33. All right, what the hell?
If you need anything else in the wrong size,
the guy who cleans my house, the couple that cleans it, Frank and Vivian, you guys have seen them on our Friday show before. They always buy me the wrong size shirt. So finally, the last time I said to them, it's like, I'm like, I can't take this. It's the wrong size. And they said, oh, it's got to fit. Just try it on. I'm like, well, let's see. I'm 54 years old. I think I know what size shirt I wear at this point.
Thanks, Frank and Viv.
But it's the thought that counts. They're super
It's the
nice
thought. People. Of course, it's the thought.
Super nice people. But let's see what else. How about Lamar Jackson, MVP?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's pretty much a lock at this point, I would say. Russell Wilson, I think, depending on his last several starts, is obviously in the equation. I think it's down to those two. But I got to think Lamar Jackson with the rushing and, the victories that he's leading the Ravens to. I got to put him as odds-on favorite.
Yeah, definitely. Lamar Jackson. But anyways, let's see if anyone's got any questions here. Rams -2 versus Cowboys. Here we go.
Yep, I'm on the Rams. Until the Cowboys get out of their way, I cannot justify putting a nickel on them and expecting them to win a game, let alone cover a game. I'm going to go with the Rams and the points.
Yeah, I like the Rams as well. I'm just anti-Cowboy these days. The college basketball lines are finally out, so as soon as I'm done with this show, I'm going to start whipping out these videos. I can read down the roster of videos that I'm doing for tomorrow, so if anyone has any ones that they want added to this, I will gladly do them. But I'm doing Michigan, Oregon, Syracuse, Georgetown. I'm doing UCLA, Notre Dame. I'm doing Memphis, Tennessee, Rutgers, Seton Hall, Auburn, St. Louis, Kentucky, Georgia Tech, Wichita State, Oklahoma, Georgia, Arizona State, Arizona, Gonzaga, and St. Mary's. Utah State, and St. Mary's against Cal. Those are the ones that I'm doing. There's a bunch of other games in here that I could have easily done. Oh, and Kansas State, Mississippi State. So there's a bunch of other games I could obviously do in here, but it just seems that on weekends, not as big a YouTube audience. So I just figure those plus the 8 NBA, plus the live shows, plus the 25 videos, I think, for one day is probably pretty good, considering it's 6 o'clock at night, East Coast time, and I haven't even started.
Okay. Saints versus Colts, 8.5.
I like the Colts still.
I do too. We talked about that on the show, I think, yesterday. So I think it's too many points. I think the Colts, Jacoby Brissett, I think is a very serviceable quarterback, but the Colts have been playing real bad, and I think their fortunes will turn. And maybe New Orleans probably wins the game, but I think the points are too much to take.
Yeah,
Colts.
I just think it's way too many points in this game. We've seen the Colts in a similar spot already this season, and they kind of came through, against the Chiefs. I know it's a different Colts team. They're certainly not playing the same football they were playing at that time, but I just, I just think that I think this. I haven't seen the Saints be overly impressive. This last week was the best I've seen them play, and since Teddy Bridgewater was in there, really.
Yeah. We got a Clemson, Ohio State. Question.
Wow. 2 thumbs down, 10 thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Huh.
Clemson. This guy is from. So the people in the islands, right, where like from the Caribbean, sports books, they call the point spread the run line. I never really understood this. I know in baseball there's the run line, but in football, run line. Some people get really annoyed by it. It's like, don't say run line again. Run line. Then I start saying run line. But it's like, I dare you to call me Chris again. Oh, Chris.
Exactly.
But
I think we love Clemson here.
I love Clemson. I love Clemson. 2 touchdowns. Easy.
Yeah, I concur. I'm all in on Clemson.
At least 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
See what else we got.
Is Pete's asking, would you bet now or what? Closer to game day
for Clemson?
Yeah.
I would bet it now and continue to bet it. I would parlay everything with it. I would say that I've had 4 plays in my lifetime that I've loved, and this is going to be number 5.
Yeah. And I think they were one of your top 4, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Oh, Clemson, Ohio State the last time was one of my other ones. So, yeah. I mean, I love them. I love that. Of course, we had Clemson, Notre Dame last year. That's
a good one. Alabama, Notre Dame, I'm sure, was one of them.
Alabama, Notre Dame, Miami, Notre Dame, Clemson, Notre Dame, Clemson, Ohio State.
Okay.
Alabama, LSU 2 years ago, and that one actually got a little dicey. Jalen Hurts ran it in for the touchdown for the cover at LSU.
Yeah.
A little dicey. Dicier than it needed to be.
What about the other semifinal?
LSU. I just don't see the Oklahoma defense.
No, absolutely. I'm all in on LSU too. So.
Illinois and Michigan, I know, are right there. Illinois is already doing it. Then Michigan, sports betting, New York. It's all, all the same ones that everyone's been talking about. It's going to be everywhere. It's just a matter of the brick and mortar versus online. And right now, there's very few online states, and that's the issue. Like they have online betting in Mississippi, but you need to be inside the casino to use the app. I don't even understand it. Why bother?
Right.
But it's just to me, it's not really the legalization of just sports betting. It's the online betting piece. I think we're just past the day and age where you wait in line at the sports book for a ticket. There's very few sports books, even in Vegas, that are expanding. There's only really 2 big ones now. The new one and the Cirque, and So here's live bet in Mississippi just at the casino, but Mississippi has to go to to an app. They have to. Delaware's had sports betting, and they don't have the app. It's like the app is the best.
Yeah.
I'm not even an app person.
I'm telling you, New Jersey, since we legalized it, I guess it's probably 2 years, I would say, no more than that. They're just printing money in New Jersey with this.
Yeah, it's actually been about a year. Oh, yeah, maybe it has been 2 years at this point. A year?
Maybe just under 2 years.
A year and a half. Year and a half.
Yeah.
Year and a half. It was probably last May.
Yeah, it sounds right. But they are printing money in New Jersey now.
Absolutely.
And it revitalized Atlantic City, too. So.
Yep, it revitalized Atlantic City, but also it's the app, It's the app. I mean, how many people from New York, just hop on the PATH train, make a couple bets, and go right back? It's way more than if you had to go to the Meadowlands and go to the sports book there.
Right.
And go back. Way more.
Yep.
Any other questions out there? Anything else exciting going on?
Maryland, what do you know if Maryland will be as far as sports gambling?
I don't know, but all the states right around them are, so it's soon to follow.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know, when everywhere around them has it.
Yeah.
Terrell Suggs gets waived.
Yeah, I saw that. What's he now? 47, 48 years old, Terrell Suggs? He's been in the league. He must be at least 15 years in the league, right? Terrell Suggs?
Oh, yeah.
At least, right?
Yep. Cespedes is lowering his salary.
Is he?
I mean, he like $29.5 million a year he makes.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll be like a Bonilla type deal where he just keeps getting paid.
It could be. He's not long for the New York Mets. I think he's got another year, and then they're going to unload him.
What does everyone think of this Showtime? I'm not sure I love it or not. I think most people didn't know about it.
Yeah, I agree. It's dinner time. A lot of people are, en route from work and commuting right now at this hour, that type of thing. It's Friday night. People are out drinking and eating and, carousing.
What do you guys think, the viewers? Would you guys prefer this time or the normal 4 p.m. time? Because the whole reason we were at 4 p.m. is kind of gone away now. So we could pretty much put the show whenever we want. We won.
We won.
We won. First place, second place. That's what I say to Sam when I steal the ball from him.
First place, Cadillac. Second place, steak knife.
Third place, you're fired.
You're fired.
See this watch? Costs more than your house.
The Mitch and Murray leads.
But I think that, the reason why I'm asking is, caught people off guard. Well, we didn't know. Steve had to be at his son's basketball game. Seriously, what the hell? And I was going to make an announcement, and I was like, does it really matter? It's Friday football free-for-all.
Yeah, I kind of enjoy 4 o'clock, to be honest myself. I think that's a good time.
You got it solid 2 thumbs down.
Nice.
Okay. It's YouTube, they list the percentage, like thumbs down versus thumbs up. Huh. It's been a crazy ride on this YouTube channel. We're closing in on 7,000 subscribers. So people are scared.
Who are these guys?
Anyone have any more picks? Do like maybe 5 more minutes. Not, it's going to be just some bad jokes. I only know 2 jokes, so.
Oh God.
I know 3 of them.
I'm an impression guy, but I don't do on demand, right? My impressions are always off the cuff, so people ask me to do one on demand. Can't do it.
We could do my impression of my wife's voice. That one's always good. It's always good for the relationship.
Are you out of the Nightmare Doghouse yet?
Nope.
From her the other night?
Nope. I had to eat dinner by myself last night.
Wow.
This is how we live.
Okay. We got a question. Creighton covering.
You gotta get Team A versus Team B with the point spread. Not doing it. I'm not caving.
That's right.
This morning I was called some pretty dirty names in the Facebook group too for not caving.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We got thick skin.
A lot thicker than I used to.
Sticks and stones.
Anyways, Army or Navy? I'm on Navy.
I'm on Navy.
So this is basketball, Colorado State. I've gone over this game 4 times. I think I'm done on that one. That's what I say on that. I did it this morning. I did a video pick on it. We got it covered at Pick Dogs in a free pick article. I think I'm good on the Colorado State game. On a game that if it was on Saturday, no one would care.
Did you see the news today about Danny Aiello passing away?
No, I did not see that.
86 years young.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who knew?
So he's famous for being in Spike Lee's, Do the Right Thing, The Pizza Owner. He was in with Cher and what's the name of that movie? I'm drawing a blank. With Nicolas Cage. Moonlight. Moonstruck. People I think would know him, but he's been in 1,000 things. And one other thing is his nephew is Michael Kay, who is the New York Yankees announcer. So R.I.P. Danny Aiello. He was in a lot of movies.
Falcons 49ers.
I like the 49ers here. They're just a better team. I can't take the Falcons on the road in San Francisco.
Yeah. Too important for the Falcons. We saw last night what happens, in an important game for one team and a not so important game for the other team. That's really clearly the lesser team. We saw it last night, and I think we're going to see a lot more of that. Generally, the teams that need to win. When they're playing against the teams that have nothing at stake, the ones playing for pride, to be the spoiler.
True.
Almost all the time they win because they're the better team and they've earned that spot. Anyways, we're gonna wrap up the show. I don't see any reason to keep rolling on this, but Steve will be back on Sunday for NFL Sunday, and we always have our biggest crowd of the week on that day. So
forward to it.
I'll be back tomorrow morning at my normal time at 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Enjoy your Army Navy, because we'll be watching.
Yep, Army Navy. I might play golf. I never play golf on Saturdays during football season, but this might be the one time I can play.
Could be.
Between now and then I'll have bowl season. And then we also have NFL Saturdays coming up after this week. And how about those NFL Saturday games that they have? One of the games is bad, like the Bucs something, but the other ones are great games. Bills Patriots is one, and the Rams 49ers, right?
Yeah, those are good. Nothing wrong with that.
These are playoff implication games.
You bet.
Even Troy Aikman was excited about those. I love the Saturday games. Yeah, because you don't have to work Thursday. That's pretty much.
That's right. No, Troy's got a good gig.
He's earned it.
Yeah.
That career at Oklahoma.
That's right.
2 games.
Before the broken leg.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later.
You got it. Thanks, Mitch. I'll see you Sunday,
we showed up. It wasn't our best. Wasn't our worst. But, you had to just keep showing up,
That's it.
All right. Have a good one,
Talk to
guys.
you later. Bye, everybody.